And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is being Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley.
First of all, great reaction from last week's show. Thank you to the amazing urinating tree for joining us. And I assume the reactions have been good. The feedback has been good.
Absolutely. We got the highest viewed episode on YouTube in Cameron Woolley Show history.
Wow, we're making records here. Breaking records.
History as of right now.
I know. I mean,
for that video, I'm trying to load it up.
We're sports guys. We're numbers guys. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can pull up a number here before you do.
No. Wait, no, man.
Wait
a second.
YouTube.
We are currently at 98 views.
That's all. Well, we got to break 100.
70. We're gonna break 100 at some point. So.
That's amazing. Second of all, you just returned from somewhere cool.
Yeah, I
got this cryptic.
Like I just drove for the first time.
Wow.
To find the dude, the learner car was a Mustang.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's
you wouldn't think that learner car would be a Mustang.
I thought they put you in something that you could beat up on.
Yeah, something.
Like, like a Toyota
put me in like a
Corolla.
shit box. I think I get what they're doing. I think I get what they're doing.
They may be trying to make you more careful. Like,
yeah,
I can't wreck a Mustang.
Oh man, I can't ding up a Mustang.
No. Wow, yeah, I got this cryptic Tesla. I'm like, hey, Cameron's might be a couple minutes late. He's driving. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I was sitting there. I'm like, see you at 4, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll be.
Yeah, well, if I don't crash this car, or I'll be there before 4 if I put the pedal to the metal. So that was your first time behind legally behind a wheel.
Yes.
So
first time driving on like legit roads.
Wow, what was that like? Where they
like start... I gotta tell you, yes. It was at first I was jarred, I was terrified.
It's a big big step,
man. And then I got on the road, I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So wait, they didn't start you on like a parking lot or somewhere without?
Well, I started in my neighborhood.
Like the CAMCAR parking lot?
I started in my neighborhood, and it was like the first time driving. It's like, all right, go up. And I'm like, you're kidding, right?
Yeah.
So, you serious, Clark?
Right. So you put your foot down on the pedal, car moves forward.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big, I remember, I'll never forget that moment, the first time I did it.
You're like,
it was, yeah, and we're gamers. You more than me, but we.
I was like, yeah, I played Mario Kart.
Sure, I played Mario Kart. It's like, hey, where's my red shell? When do I get that?
Wait a second, where's the item box?
Yeah.
I gotta throw the bananas out the window.
Yeah. When do I get the star? Like,
when do I get the star? When I can just drive and go like.
Yeah.
Cars flying.
Wow, that's cool because they started out. You were on a real street with people,
like actual people.
Danger, hazards.
Yes, idiots. This is New Jersey.
There are kids maybe running out in the streets, losing their basketballs or something. Wow, that's pretty big. This car you were in, did the guy? I'm assuming the instructor was next to you.
Oh yeah.
Did he have like the set of like brakes? He could hit the brakes. No. So this is a regular car.
Yeah.
Holy crap! What if you started going nuts or something?
Dude, I learned from like watching my mom and my dad drive.
Well, watching
like so funny. With my dad, I'm like the club. I'm like, yo, dude, green.
Right. Watching and learning are two different things. We
yeah.
We can watch Aaron Judge hit a home run. That doesn't mean we can.
But it doesn't mean we can hit 500-foot tanks.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That's the car I was in. The guy next to me, he had a set of brakes. He had a set of brakes so he could stop the car from where he was sitting, in case you started veering off into traffic or something. Wow, that's pretty cool though. So you'll be doing like NASCAR in no time, or CAMCAR. I don't know what CAMCAR stands for.
It's like I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh man, it's like I'm telling you, I'm no Dale Earnhardt, but meanwhile I'm like, okay, Dale Earnhardt's a really shitty example to use because he died.
He did.
Like yeah, he died in the Daytona. Granted, he won 7 championships in his
He did.
Like, okay.
Poor example,
Well,
but yes,
well,
I agree.
okay, Richard Petty.
Yeah, that's a good example.
Okay, Richard Petty's
Right.
the goat.
Right.
Okay,
Cole-
I'm not a NASCAR guy
Sure.
by any stretch, but so if I had to make any estimated guess on who is
Richard
the best of
Petty,
all time,
yeah.
Richard Petty.
Rich Petty, Jeff Gordon,
Richard Petty,
Dick
okay,
Trickle,
okay,
Cole
Richard Petty,
Trickle.
okay, Richard Petty's number one. Dale Earnhardt's number two.
Sure.
And then maybe at number two you'd probably put Jimmy Johnson or something like
Yeah.
that because he's won 7 championships.
Right. Wow.
I think he's like retiring after this year.
I don't blame him. But we did talk about NASCAR infields last week, which one day we'll get out there. I've never done
dude,
it.
a NASCAR infield. There are very few. I've been to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Sure.
I've been to an NFL playoff game.
Yes.
Like 100,000 people just going nuts as
Right.
Hakeem Nicks running to score a touchdown. I've been in the Rock, like with sound, like the sound is in there. It's tight, place is packed, and I saw Zach Parise score a really weird looking goal, and I saw David Clarkson get a beautiful tip in, and like I've been around, yeah,
insane crowds
like,
going nuts.
I've been around people exploding.
Yes.
I've been in Yankee Stadium, but a NASCAR infield, that's got to be one of the best fan experiences.
One day
ever.
we'll get out there when these infields exist, or maybe who knows if they're even letting people on. Yeah, what's
NASCAR doesn't give a shit.
Yeah,
They're
you're
letting
probably
people
right.
in.
You're probably right. Well,
You know them. They're
when I heard you were driving, I pulled this video. This is from Saturday Night Live. This is Toonces the Driving Cat. I don't know if you're familiar with this.
I've been seeing. I've been binging some SNL videos.
Yes, this is one I definitely recommend. You don't even need the sound. So, there's Steve Martin. It's like, oh, hey, I just found out our cat could drive a car. They're driving. He takes a test, takes him out. Oh, let's just say it does not end well. Yeah. So hopefully doesn't happen to you. It's the first thing I thought of those Toonces Driving Cat. Check it out on YouTube, everybody. Check it out on YouTube.
Don't know what I was gonna say. Shit. Oh yeah, I have been watching some SNL clips lately.
Yes.
Because if you know like SNL, like if you slightly follow it or binge the clips on YouTube,
Sure.
like 90% of the people on this planet do. I can't help but laugh at the fact that Sean Connery and Alex Trebek died within a week.
Which is very weird,
Like
yes.
within a week and a half of each other. God rest their souls, Sean Connery and
Yes.
Alex Trebek.
Both of them famously parodied on
On SNL, Celebrity
SNL.
Jeopardy.
Celebrity Jeopardy.
I'll
Yes.
see you in hell, Trebek.
See you in El Trebek. Wow.
Suck it, Trebek.
And maybe he is now. I don't know. I don't know how these things work. But yes, rest in peace to both of them
Yeah.
who died within the same week. So
I can't help but find that funny. Just
yeah. So wow, man, good week for you, dude. You learned how to drive a car,
somewhat.
somewhat. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, you've got a lot to learn, but you've,
Yeah.
as they said in Star Wars, you've taken your first step into a long journey.
Yeah.
Yes, this is like you swinging a lightsaber, dude. It's pretty awesome. The Giants, the New York Giants,
They did a thing.
they won, dude. Come on. There's no
38. Okay, I'd like to pull up a funny little stat.
Okay.
38% of the Giants' wins since 2017
Okay.
have come against the Washington football
Okay.
team.
Well, at least they're beating somebody up, right?
Yeah, I don't know what is. It's like Daniel Jones has had 5 wins in his
Yes.
NFL career.
And how many have been against the Washington football team / Redskins?
4. 4.
So he's 1 in whatever against all other teams.
The only other win he had against the not Washington football team was his first career start against the Buccaneers.
Yes. I remember how happy you were. After
Oh my
that.
God, I thought he was the truth.
Yeah, man, I thought a new era being ushered in. It's like, well, let's not get so excited
Oh
here.
God.
Well, I mean, at least he's consistent.
At least he's consistent against
That's
the
all right.
football
At
team.
least he's consistent against the football team, and you know, they kept things exciting. They almost blew this one too, but
I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh god. It's like I know what's gonna happen. It's like Alex Smith. We know what kind of story it was gonna be.
Sure.
It's gonna be like, oh my god, Alex Smith. So coming back after snapping his leg in half,
Gruesome injury.
leading a 20-point comeback against the Giants. Just a story that you can't help but root for the guy, as if the Giants aren't victims in these stories enough.
Right. Well, it was the picks killed him.
Oh yeah, he threw 2 picks in the last 2.5 minutes.
And they had pretty devastating fumbles.
Okay.
Fumbles.
And can we just watch the replay of that fumble real quick?
Quick, which is right here. So.
And so Kyle Allen throws. Antonio Gibson, I think.
Yeah, heads for
runs
the
for a first
sideline.
down. Fumbles the ball. Up. He can't pick it up. Logan Wilson. He can't pick it up. It's a fumble. Oh my God. Oh, it's a scramble. It's a mad scramble. And then Jabril Peppers is the one who ended up picking it up.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I almost had. If
you had your heart must have skipped a beat.
If the football team recovered that, I'm pretty sure I would have had an aneurysm.
They would have gained like another 40 yards.
That was an aneurysm of a play.
So wait, the football pops out. I don't even know what yard line that is. Like they would have gained another
It kept
40
rolling
yards.
20 yards.
Right. That's insane.
And here's the other Washington football team turnover.
Yes.
Or the other
weird
fumble.
Right on the punt. Whoops.
He doesn't fall on it. He tries to run.
Right. And
just a bad mistake.
Yes. So things tend to go to the Giants' ways.
For once.
I mean, you gotta love it.
But the thing is, Trevor Lawrence.
You gotta love it. But yeah.
There's Alex Smith.
Alex, go down.
Bodied.
Alex, go down.
Gets bodied by Dalvin Tomlinson.
D looked good.
It's looked good all year. I mean, they almost screwed the pooch.
Sure.
They almost screwed the pooch on Sunday, but other than that, they've looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they're improving. No fumbles, right?
And Alex Smith, right before the first half in the red zone. Oh, no! Blake
what?
Martinez with the interception.
And he's still up, and he's still going forward. And yeah, D looked good. I mean, you had to be happy about that first half.
Oh, yeah, about that first half, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's looking good.
However,
my heart rate was normal.
I know. We're into week 9. We've seen, much like the Devils team of last year, much like the Giants.
And then
you're
Alex Smith on second down. He's sacked by Leonard Williams. Jay and Silent Bob's secret stash guest, right. Leonard Williams.
He was there one time. I got my picture with him. He was Jet back then. Yeah. Oh, man.
And they skipped the Terry McLaurin touchdown. As here's Alex Smith rolling back. Oh, why do you force that? Intercepted by Jabril Peppers.
And that was horrible.
And a logically thinking person would assume that was it. The Giants, they ran out the clock. They got the first down. And then, here comes the football team again. Smith on second down fires, completely misses his man right at Logan Ryan. And that will do it.
That's your ball game, everybody.
For the Washington football team.
So I'm assuming right at that moment you breathe a huge sigh of relief.
Yeah, I breathe a huge sigh of relief, but it's really bittersweet because draft position. This team's not making the playoffs. Even if they do make the playoffs, they're going to get manhandled by someone.
Right. So, well, it's all right. So they're 2-7.
Yeah, 2-7. It's really bad.
But in that division, is there any chance?
Yeah, I can't.
Is there any chance?
I can't say there's not a chance. I cannot say there's not a chance.
They face their rival, their division rivals.
Their landlords.
The Philadelphia Eagles, who are 3-4-1.
And leading the NFC East.
NFC East. They're looking better. They could. It's not like the Eagles were a great team either. So,
dude, but every single year the Eagles suck. They're suspect as all hell.
Sure,
and then they magically fix all their problems when they play the Giants. They're a flawless team when they play the Giants.
Looking at the NFC East, though, you see those 4 teams. The Giants.
You
better,
can make a
better,
legit
better
you
than
can-
Washington. They
you
beat
can,
them twice.
You can make a legit argument that the Giants are the best team in the NFC East.
Right.
You can make an actual argument for that.
What?
Because they lose all their games. They're close in every
Yes.
single one of their games.
Right.
And they have a quarterback other than Daniel Jones to probably win half of the games that they lose.
Right. That's.
By the way,
that's-
first game in his career with no turnovers.
What?
I think his
I
first
think
career
you're right.
game. I think his first career
No
game
fumble?
No
Well,
fumble.
See what happened?
He took a nasty sack in the fourth quarter
Sure.
and he hung on to the ball.
See what
So-
happens when you don't turn over the ball?
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, when you don't turn over the ball. You don't turn over the ball 5 times a game, chances are you win the football game.
You win. I saw some pretty good, encouraging team stats here. New York Giants.
Although I will say, a
100
pretty interesting stat
Yes.
that happens to coincide with the election. The funny thing is, the New York Giants,
Okay.
I will say, since 2017,
Okay.
the New York Giants, and this is something good to look at for Giants fans.
Okay.
The New York Giants, under the Trump administration, have been a mess.
Okay. No more Trump administration.
Like, a total mess.
Okay.
Donald Trump, if you live under a rock, just got his ass kicked in the election. Well, I wouldn't say ass kicked.
Right. He lost, though.
Yeah, he lost. And, gotta say, I'm not superstitious,
Okay.
but I am a little stitious. I am a little stitious. Also, the last 9 times the Yankees won the World Series, there was a Democrat in office. Just saying.
Huh.
That this isn't political.
That's an interesting stat.
This isn't political in any way. Just trying to say, fancy sports stats to look at for the New York and
I mean, this is what we do as
like we're
sports
New York, New
fans.
Jersey
we analyze
area.
stats, and that's a very interesting one. So,
yeah, even going back to the 70s, when the Yankees won the World Series in the 70s, Jimmy Carter.
yeah.
So I think the last time the Yankees won a World Series with a Republican in office was, I think. Hold on, let me.
Oh man, you're gonna have to
Google
look that one up because I can't. I don't.
World
I don't have that stat.
Series wins. Wait a second. Okay. 1960. Oh my God! I
The
have to go
60s?
back. Okay, even in the 70s, like 77 was when they won, and that was when I think that was
It was
Carter.
Jimmy, right? Yep, that was Jimmy.
Yep, 62 and 61. Kennedy.
Okay.
1958. Eisenhower.
Okay.
1950. Okay, I need to look up. Okay.
Wow, you gotta get even farther.
I gotta go on. Dwight.
Huh.
Okay.
That.
Okay, Wikipedia. Yes, the last time the Yankees won the World Series with a Republican in office was 1958.
Wow. So
Against the Milwaukee Braves, and Dwight D. Eisenhower
Wow. So
was president.
62 years ago.
Yes.
So this could be
62 years ago. I am a little,
This is encouraging.
yeah, for the Yankees.
This is encouraging.
No matter where you stand politically
Sure.
in New York,
Sure. The stats don't
you
lie.
gotta look at the stats.
Stats don't lie. Awesome.
Their 90s dynasty, that was Bill Clinton. Yeah, Bill Clinton. Even 2000 and 2009, they barely missed it. 2000 and 2009, that was sandwiched. It's so funny. It's like, I can't be the only one that knows this. 2000 and 2009, sandwiched between W.
Yes.
Between W.
Right.
So there is. I'm not crazy.
No, you're not crazy. There's hope. I mean, that is a correlation that should be taken seriously.
It's a correlation, yes.
Should be taken
so
seriously.
in 2021, don't be shocked. Don't be shocked. Don't be
Okay.
shocked if the Yankees pull it off.
I mean, I won't be shocked anyways.
I mean,
but,
although it could go both ways. They could stop contending. they could stop being contenders
I
because from
don't-
2017 to 2020 they made the playoffs.
right, they should contend.
Yeah.
However-
No shit. They should contend. If
Yeah.
they re-sign TJ LeMahieu, they should
Right.
contend.
That should be priority
So,
number
by the way,
one.
5 years, under $50 million, 5% stake in profit shares.
All right, the first part could probably happen. I don't see the Yankees giving up any percentage of their team to a player. I don't see it.
DJ LeMahieu. When DJ
That's
LeMahieu.
that sets a bad precedent. Then
When
all
DJ
then what? Aaron Judge is going to own 5% when his time comes up. And
DJ LeMahieu is the most impactful player in this Yankee lineup. Most impactful player. He's a finalist for AL MVP this year.
I agree.
Might win it. My opinion, he probably should win it.
Right.
Because granted, Jose Abreu and Jose Ramirez.
They were pretty good this year.
They were fantastic.
They were monsters.
Especially Ramirez. He was one of the two guys that could hit against the Yankees in the wild card series. Him and that Josh Naylor.
Yeah.
For some reason. In that game, too, were the sole reasons that and Aaron Boone.
Yes.
And Aaron Boone. Well, they pinch hit for Naylor in like the 8th. Which is one of the weirdest moments I've seen.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, just it's a funny little stat to look at.
Huh. That is very interesting.
It's a funny little stat. And the Devils, I don't think there's any correlation between Republican and Democrat presidents.
I'll have to look. I mean,
just 95 and 2000. It was Bill Clinton.
Right.
Bill Clinton.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then 2003, that was Bush.
George
there's
W.
no correlation.
Nah.
Former owner of the Texas Rangers,
yes.
George W. Bush.
Right, for sure. Well, just to wrap up, I guess football. Like how close? I mean, we were watching this Philadelphia game pretty closely. Didn't you say you weren't going to watch anymore?
I make those empty promises every week.
Things are oddly interesting right now.
Why, dude? We know what's going to happen. The Giants are going to be leading late.
Okay.
And then those creepy little optimistic thoughts start wiggling around in my mind. I'm like, oh, they might do it. And then they do it, but they do the other thing.
Right.
They don't do the thing, they do the other thing.
They do the other thing, which is lose, but yes.
Which is lose in a miraculous way that has NFL social media instantly shitposting about Boston Scott and how Boston Scott is the best running backs ever. Honestly, dude, okay, by judging by what I've seen against the Giants, Boston Scott is a Hall of Famer. If he played every single one of his games against the Giants, if he played 16 times a year against the Giants, he'd smash Emmitt Smith's record for all-time rushing yards in like 2 years.
Right, okay.
It would take 2 years for him to break that record.
Right.
Not break it, smash it.
Right.
I'm talking like get to 30,000 in 2 years, 15,000 rushing yards a year. I'm talking about Boston Scott. That's what I see.
Yeah.
I know I'm insane. It's hyperbolic as all hell. But
you are insane, yes.
But I can't.
Although I know it was Washington, but they got limited to 37 rushing yards this week.
Well, with all the fat guys they put on that defensive line, you better.
New York, man, 166 team rushing yards, man.
So I gotta say they did run the ball really well, which is a very good sign. The Alfred Morris was in there, former football teamer. It was a very nice sight to see. Although there was this one play where it was like, I think it was the 3rd down and 1 or a 4th and 1, I think on the first drive.
Yeah.
It was a 4th and 1. They handed it off to Dion Lewis up the gut. You don't do that. Dion Lewis is a receiving back.
Yeah.
Don't misuse him. I like Dion Lewis.
Well, they did, and they didn't work.
I like Dion Lewis. But just use him a little differently.
Yeah, for sure.
Use them when they're not crowding 10, 350-pound ants on the defensive line.
Right. Yeah, New York, that offensive line, 5 sacks allowed. So
that's typical.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, it's typical. Typical stuff.
I'm just
typical
pointing it out.
Stuff. I'm not surprised. You think I'm surprised?
But better a sack than an interception.
Or a fumble.
Or a fumble, which is good. And then the other thing, New York Giants, time of possession, 36 minutes, 27 seconds.
That's how you win games, folks.
Keep the ball.
That's how you win games.
Keep the ball. So.
That's how the Giants beat the Bills in Super Bowl 25.
Eh.
Barely. That should tell you how good that Bills team was. The Giants controlled the ball for like 45 minutes.
Yep.
That game, and the Bills were a missed field goal away from winning it.
Yes. Well, watch out. New York. They've got the other New York team breathing down their necks now too. So. They almost did, but Jets, man, I mean, listen. You think
What
you have
the
it bad.
hell?
You think you have it bad.
Okay, I can
it's
confidently
worse.
say that
I
I'd
thought-
rather be a fan of every single NFL team except for the Jets.
I thought they had this one, man. It's like, what do you, I thought they had this
So
one. I
funny.
just gotta make a mention. They were,
Dude, you had Joe Flacco playing like it was 2012.
yeah, he looked good.
And you look, oh my God. Okay, what was the score at for? Okay, scroll down on the box score. It was 27-17.
Yes.
With like, with I don't know how much time left in the third quarter.
Not a lot. Yeah.
And then the
Then they start chipping back.
Jets.
And then they kick.
Jets.
They pass,
Jets. Jets.
pass get a field goal. Then they get a touchdown to tie it up, and then they get the game-winning field goal. it's like they let up on the gas, man. I thought they had it though. I thought they.
It's just saying those black uniforms are nice as well.
Yeah, at least they look cool losing, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They look cool.
Those Pats uniforms, on the other hand, look disgusting.
Yeah. I do have to point out an angry tweet I saw you put up. Evan Ingram, man, is he all right?
Oh my God! Like,
It seems like he forgot how to catch the ball.
yes, he forgot how to catch the ball. If I can directly quote
Your tweet, yes.
whatever,
Which you should be following at Cam Woolley
at
Show.
Campbell Show. It's where the majority of my content is. You see me here once a week.
Yes. If you want to hear,
You see me on Twitter daily. You can see me talk about plenty of things.
yeah.
The angry tweets I was tweeting about was Bungie's servers. Because Destiny 2 Beyond
yes,
Light launched
we have a
yesterday.
Destiny fanatic sitting in front
Destiny
of me.
2
and
expansion just dropped Beyond Light.
You expect it to work flawlessly, and apparently it didn't. From what?
Oh
from
no,
your
I wasn't
tweets.
expecting it to work flawlessly. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, are you kidding me? They had Destiny players know they had the same exact problem when Shadowkeep launched.
Right.
They had a live event on Monday night, shut down the servers for 14 hours to supposedly prepare for the traffic that they were
Right.
going to get, because this thing was shoved down everyone's throats. Beyond Light was shoved down everyone's Twitter feeds. It was supposed to be, and granted, it is the biggest Destiny expansion since the Taken King.
Yes.
Like, I barely just finished the campaign last night, and I'm pretty sure I've only played through like 20% of it. So, like, there's a lot of game to play, and I'm pretty sure Bungie would have prepared for the 200,000 some odd players
you would have thought.
that were trying to jam in
You would've
the
thought.
thing, and there was a big server queue,
Well,
and it was just like, it is so funny. There was so much, and then. Like, although it's kind of a fun little thing to talk about with the community, it's like, yeah.
well, I mean, in the end, it's just frustrating.
Yeah, it is frustrating.
Real quick, the big matchup this week was Saints Bucks, and that didn't go.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Saints heard Tree's words from last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Everyone and their dead great grandmother could have bet their mortgage on the Bucks winning this game. Because everyone's like, oh my God, the Saints, they're so suspect.
Right.
They're so suspect. They're going to get exposed at any time. Drew Brees can't throw a football anymore. And then the tune of 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. In terms of the Bucks, Tom Brady, oof.
Yeah, 3 picks, 209 yards. Yeah, 22 for 38. Not as well. I mean,
They couldn't run the ball.
yeah.
They didn't run the ball. Antonio Brown in his debut as a Buccaneer, 3 catches, 31 yards.
Yeah. I mean,
this is
got
just
crushed.
they got manhandled.
They got crushed.
Like, this is Drew Brees just saying like, yeah, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. I'm not done.
Battle of the 40-year-olds.
The battle of the old men who should be in 45 and older communities.
And yes, you were absolutely right. Everyone had picked the Bucks.
Everyone, literally everyone
across the board.
Literally everyone picked the Bucks.
All the experts, and they were dead wrong. So,
Don't trust the analysts all the time.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you should trust me, but don't trust the experts.
Right.
And if I'm on the same level as those guys on ESPN, they should give me a job.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's legal for me to be in the workforce now. Just saying.
So Tom Brady, is this it?
Oh, for the love of
Is this
God.
it?
For the love of Christ. Every single year we say this. Say, oh my God.
Sure, but he looked old, dude.
Oh my God.
And, you know, maybe
he's
he doesn't...
old. They say, everyone's like, dude, everyone, dude, the journalists, the big journalists, the media, the terrible fake news media. Every single time when Tom Brady has a bad game like this, they go in the app on it. They say he's done. They say, Tom, you're finished. They say he's finished. And every single time, they get proven wrong. Every single time. Every single time in the media, they're proven wrong. They're a bunch of idiots. They're terrible. Total disaster. The sports media.
All right. Okay. Just getting your opinion.
Total disaster. The sports media.
Just getting your opinion.
Like, dude, but my point is every single time, every single year, they say this.
Sure.
After Tom Brady, one bad game, they say, oh, he's falling off the cliff. Oh, Bob. Oh, he's done.
Right.
And it's not happening. I swear, how many times in those Super Bowl runs in, like, the 2010s has Tom Brady had one bad game?
Sure.
He has had one bad game.
Right.
And everyone to say, up, he's done. Up,
Okay.
he's finished.
Okay.
Stick a fork in him.
Right.
The
It's done.
dynasty's over.
Right. Not done.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Pats, on the other hand, might be dead, but
Right.
Tom
well,
Brady.
At least they can beat the Jets. They
yeah,
got that going for
they
them.
can beat the Jets. Okay, the world would have exploded if the Jets beat the Pats. It would have been a sign of the changing times.
Sure.
It would have been a sign of a lot of things.
Well, for about 40 minutes or so, it looked like it was going to happen.
Oh my God, I remember I was sitting there looking on Twitter, I'm like, holy
Like,
shit,
hey,
holy
oh,
shit,
wow,
holy
they
shit,
might
it's
do
gonna
it.
happen, it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, it's gonna happen, gonna happen, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. They did it again.
Do you think anyone was...
Okay, hot take right now.
Okay.
Rich Kotite is a better coach than Adam Gase.
Okay.
Rich Kotite.
Okay. I mean, not the boldest statement you've ever made, but...
I'm willing to say that Rich Kotite
Yeah.
is a better coach.
Do you think anyone was in that Jets front office? They're like, "What are you doing? We can't win this game." And they
just phone down, phone down Adam Gase, be like, "Oh man, you know he's going with." Although Trevor Lawrence is a junior, he's eligible to stay. You think if the Jets get the first overall pick, he's gonna stay? If anything, he's gonna pull an Eli Manning. Who the hell would wanna? Dude, that Jets, the radiation, it's toxic.
Right. All right. I'm just asking. Asking.
Okay. Gonna make a little bit of a dark joke here, but okay. The Jets, if you want to start your NFL career with the Jets, not for nothing, in the summer of 1945, are you looking at Hiroshima as a summer getaway?
No, you are not.
Yes.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, just don't. Don't.
All right.
That's how radioactive and toxic it is.
No, yes.
Don't go there. Don't.
Right. It was this. Yes.
Don't.
It was on fire. So yes. In other NFL news, Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, he got corona, Jan.
Well, wait. Does it say he got it, or was he exposed?
They put him on the COVID-19.
Okay, which I think it says.
I don't know what the hell.
Can't be in the facility for 5 days. So, but does that mean he can play on Sunday?
Yeah.
And if he can't, how bad? I mean, the Steelers are great. Steelers are great. Let's see. He also injured his knees on Sunday, but
Ben Roethlisberger hurting his knees. Oh my God.
He's up there too in terms of age. Just saying.
But Ben Roethlisberger hurting his knees it's not a shock.
Right. So I don't know if he's completely been ruled out for Sunday.
Mason Rudolph, I can. Oh, Duck Hodges. Come on, start Duck Hodges. Do it. Duck Hodges. Do it. Josh Dobbs got 61% on it.
They've put it up to a poll. Duck Hodges is not doing so well. He's got 10.3%.
Dude, but don't be like Josh Dobbs. Why do people want Josh Dobbs? Because he can run?
don't know.
It's funny, like in my 2018 mock draft,
Yes.
I remember in my 2018
This is a
first round
Twitter.
mock.
This is a Twitter poll. Take that with
It's a Twitter, but
big gigantic.
But it's among 1,461 votes, probably Steelers fans.
Right. Take this with a giant.
Probably Steelers
piece
fans.
of Pittsburgh
with a
road
guy
salt.
with a Twitter handle that has the letters PIT.
Yes, J. Hartman.
And it's I'm assuming it's an somewhat accurate representation of how Steelers fans think.
Well, here this is
what's the margin of error on that?
that I don't know.
Okay, well, what's the margin of error?
This is another poll put up by this comes courtesy of BehindTheSteelCurtain.com. Let's Devlin
Duck Hodges. Yep, and Josh Dobbs has an overwhelming majority of the votes among 746.
Wow.
We can confidently say right now that this race is too early to call.
Yes, it is.
This race is too early to call.
We've got yes.
Just I tell you, the last week, being Cameron Woolley, the election analyst, was fun. Dude, imagine the shared universe decision desk. Dude, it's so funny.
We could have set that up. I just didn't.
Like the decision desk.
We could have set that up.
I remember. Oh my god, dude! Like I remember Tuesday night. It was a riot. We were my friends and I. We were all in a voice chat on Discord. I posted a screenshot of it on Twitter. There's like 10 people in. Like it's only 3:30.
Right.
and I was in a college class from like 6 to 8:45. It's like 7 o'clock. The first poll's closed. 8 o'clock. Florida's polls closed, and meanwhile, the entire time,
right,
like I'm kind of multitasking between taking lecture notes,
right,
and just switching between tabs.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, refresh. And Sigmund Freud developed the personality theory.
That noise you hear is Cameron Woolley typing. Everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, and I remember. We called Florida really early at like 5:30.
Yes.
Because we were watching an election stream, and it was just because we saw that that 1/3 of the registered voters in Florida were boomers.
Yeah.
We're just like, all right, we're calling Florida.
Yeah, let's just call it.
Like, all right, the USD. And I'm just imagining like one of us is being a really shitty wolf blitzer, just being like, all right, 5:30, 2.5 hours before the polls close.
All right,
the
we have officially
the USD decision desk can officially call the state of Florida for Donald Trump. And then I can remember we were sitting there, and it was like early Biden was leading. We're like, oh, son of a bitch, we're gonna be wrong. And then it started coming in. We're like, okay, thank God we're right.
Yep.
Although the coldest take from that night though
was
my friend, because the votes, they were coming in early. This was before all the mail ballots.
Mm-hmm.
This was before all of those were coming in. So like my friend was like, oh my God, people thought that Georgia was gonna be a swing state, and then I'm sitting there, I'm like, ooh, bad take.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's not the worst take ever. I've had worse takes myself.
Yeah, for sure. I have real quick college football. Notre Dame, man.
Notre Dame, I tell you.
Double overtime.
Dude, that was a hell of a.
That's a fight, man.
Dude, Notre Dame. For some reason, nobody takes Notre Dame seriously. I don't know why.
Have they not seen Rudy?
They're in the ACC.
Yeah.
They're in the ACC. They're in a legit conference. Yep. They're in a conference with Clemson.
Yep.
They're not independent anymore.
Right. They play legit teams.
They played Clemson, who even without Trevor Lawrence is still legit.
Oh yeah.
Football program.
Right.
And they beat them.
Yep.
Granted, it was close, but they beat them.
It's very close.
Double overtime, and if Trevor Lawrence was in that game, maybe it goes a little differently. But
we'll never.
Dude, I believe in the Fighting Irish.
Yeah.
I believe in Notre Dame.
Me too. The gold helmets, man.
Dude,
touchdown Jesus, man.
Yeah, touchdown Jesus.
Yeah.
Dude, I really want to see Notre Dame win the national championship. I'm so sick and tired of the same Southern schools winning it every year.
They have not done that in a long time.
Like, think about it, dude, like LSU, Alabama, Clemson.
Yeah.
Those are the three teams that have dominated.
I
With
would,
a little sprinkling of Ohio State in there. Tiny bit of a sprinkling of
we
Ohio
don't say
State.
that name. We don't say those words in the
Oh,
studio.
yeah.
We don't say those words in the studio.
How
I
about
don't know
Jim?
if-
How about Jim Harbaugh? Are those banned?
Well,
Those banned? Are those getting bleeped?
not yet. But that's
Michigan. Okay, question for a Michigan
ask
fan.
away. Yes.
What is the relationship that the fans have with Jim Harbaugh?
I don't think it's a good one. He was brought here to win. And he's not really. It's been pretty disappointing so far, and
So one word to describe Michigan football.
disappointing.
in the last
Yes.
20 years.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and not to mention those many losses in the last game against Ohio State. Sting. It hurts. It sucks. Not and. You know what? I just as frustration is one word, disappointing is another word. Yeah, these are not good words. So
Put together, frustration and disappointment
is even worse,
is-
yes.
I don't know what word that is,
Yeah.
but
yeah, so there's your college sports minute on the
college
Cameron
sports
Show.
minute.
Everybody.
Rutgers got killed by Ohio State, but only by 20-something points.
Yeah. It's respectable.
So there is a little bit of progress.
Yes, there are better teams who have lost by way more. So let's just put it that way. They're mighty, and it
Against Ohio
stings.
State. But maybe
Stings.
maybe Rutgers might win a bowl game.
I would love to see that.
They might go to a bowl game. I'll watch.
I would
You know,
love to
I'll
see
watch
that.
if they make. You know, this whole state's gonna go crazy
Oh,
if
yeah.
Rutgers makes it to a bowl game.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I like that. I like that I'm actually paying attention to college football this year.
This might be a year. This might be the year. This might be the year. So, you brought up the Yankees earlier, but breathing down their necks is another New York
For the love of
team
God, can we stop?
who's got a
Can
ton
we
of
stop
money.
saying that Lowell Mets is officially dead? Let's wait until they play the games, folks.
Sure, it's. If
Granted,
you're
Steve Cohen.
if you're a Mets fan, you gotta be pretty encouraged right
Well,
now, though.
yeah.
You got
yeah,
guys got
definitely.
more money
thing is,
than
Yankee
God.
fans. The thing with Yankee fans is that they're not really reacting that badly as Steve Cohen. They're like, "Hey, good for you."
Well,
The thing is, Mets fans are the ones. The thing that I'm scared of is that when the Mets eventually start winning games under
Sure.
Steve Cohen, which is going to
and
happen,
they will.
they are eventually going to start winning games under Steve Cohen.
Yes.
I know that when they start winning games, Mets fans are going to take out all their anger, all their energy, all their insufferability on Yankee fans.
Decades of anger.
They're going to take out their decades of anger. And, dude, you've seen Mets fans with a little bit of hopeless optimism.
Sure.
Wait
Well,
until you
I
see them
see
with
it almost
actual.
every year.
Wait until you see them with actual reasonable optimism.
Right.
Remember 2015?
Yes.
Remember how much of a hellscape the entire tri-state area was?
Yes,
With Mets fans?
I do.
Thing is, Mets fans, they don't have to deal with with sports media and sports fans
Not on this-
criticizing them all
Sure.
the time. Because Yankee fans, the moment a Yankee fan says, they look pretty good this year, it's like, oh, shut up, Yankee fan, you're
Right.
biased. They just buy their
Yeah.
championship. Remember, whenever a Mets fan's like, yeah, Aaron Judge got hurt, woo! Everyone's like, oh, look at the Mets fans. Oh, come here, I love the Mets fans. Oh, my God, I love the Mets fans. Aren't they just so great? They're so passionate. Don't you love the Mets fans?
Yes. Well, yeah, but I mean,
The Mets fans. I can't stand
they-
Mets. I'm sorry, dude. I can't stand them. There's something about
I
it. I just can't
understand that.
stand them.
I understand that, but
Well, the Yankee fans deal with the annoying side of them. And maybe Phillies fans and Braves fans.
sure. But with the Wilpons and
The coupons.
yes, and the guy who stole their money, I can't remember his name right now. He's in jail, but they
So Bernie Madoff.
Madoff.
Of
Yeah,
course, the Mets were the only sports franchise caught up in Bernie
yes,
Madoff.
of course.
But there's a video on him made by the company man on YouTube that actually explains the Bernie Madoff scandal pretty
Yeah,
well.
Check it out. But
Didn't he he sold investments to people?
He did.
And the people supposedly made a lot of money. But the thing is, it was all fabricated. It was
Yes, it was.
It was a brilliant Ponzi scheme.
yes, it was. for rich people, and sometimes crime doesn't pay. And
Yeah.
however, in the baseball world, Steve Cohen, worth $14 billion, richest
Owner in
owner.
baseball by a country mile.
Yeah, yes. The next one on the list would be Ted Lerner, Washington Nationals. Steve Cohen's got worth $10 billion more than him.
Wow.
So that's that. If that tells you anything. Actually, well, this Yahoo Sports says nearly 15 billion. So they rounded up. They rounded up.
Yes.
They rounded up. They have an article here. 3 quotes from Steve Cohen's Mets press conference that sends message to the NL East.
Oh God, the NL East
maybe,
is screwed.
Yeah, pretty much. Quote number 1.
Okay, this is the one that's.
If I don't win the World Series in the next 3 to 5 years, I'd like to make it sooner. I would consider that slightly disappointing. So that's good. He wants to win.
Dude, but like Steve Cohen says something,
3 to 5 years is relatively quick.
Dude, he
and
doesn't
he
lie.
says he wants to make it sooner, which...
Dude, but you look at the free agent market, all you can do is just buy.
Sure. Couple good players out there.
It's not hurting his wallet.
No, dude's got $14 billion.
Citi Field's a gorgeous stadium. People are going to pack it.
They will.
People are going to go, oh my God, to see this team? People are going to buy all the $15 warm, flat stadium beers and the really overpriced hot dogs, which are damn good hot dogs. So they'll buy overpriced.
the Shake Shack.
They'll buy okay, who the hell goes to Shake Shack at a baseball game?
I did before they built one here, so because I couldn't get it anywhere else.
That Shake Shack is. I've had it a few times. It's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, the fries are all right.
Yeah, I like it, but it's expensive. And you're right. What am I doing getting a Shake Shack hamburger
at a baseball game?
Should be getting the Nathan's hot dogs. All right, what am I doing?
Okay, not even Nathan's hot dogs. Just go to a random cart.
Go to a cart.
Go to a random cart run by an Italian guy. And
good point.
They'll be like, hey, you got a hot dog? Go pull up a rusty grill.
Good point.
A rusty grill hasn't been cleaned in 50 years. It's like that pizza place across the street. That's just.
Oh, Cino's?
Oh yeah, Cino's.
With the grills, the stuff they haven't cleaned in 50 years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Just you got it. That's the thing with pizza places, or like any ballpark joint or pizza place in the city.
Oh yeah, the dirtier it looks, the better it's gonna taste.
The dirtier it looks, you could go down an alleyway, witness like the places that like Tony Soprano.
Yes.
That Tony Soprano and the Godfather meet up to talk about their business.
Yes, waste management, construction. Yes.
Yes, like to talk about all that, and like I'm talking about those kind of places. Those are the good places. They're run by one guy. It's run by the same guy for 50 years. He lives like upstairs.
Yeah. But this is a good sign. He wants to win. He wants to win now. And
Yes.
He's not afraid to spend to do it. Quote number 2, this is a major market team, and it should have a budget commiserate with that. I'm not trying to make money here. Not trying to make money. He wants to spend money.
Dude, that is a strong message.
A big market budget. Meaning, I guess, something that measures up to the other team in the Bronx. So.
Well, okay, Mets fans can't say that the Yankees buy championships anymore. Because the moment this Mets team wins the World Series, Mets fans lose that talking point.
Right.
Which I think Mets fans are probably more concerned about talking points they have against Yankee fans. Just from what I've observed.
Right.
And I know plenty of good Mets fans, but all I know is that fan base is probably more concerned about talking points they can use against Yankee fans than actual baseball. Because that's the most joy they take is in the Yankees. Hell, the Wilpons manifested that thinking, which
well, it hasn't really worked. Really hasn't worked out for them.
Yeah, they literally traded for Marcus Stroman because it would poach him away from the Yankees.
Right.
When they were in no spot to contend.
Right. And yeah, Stroman didn't even want to be there. He tried to not go.
He accepted his qualifying offer. He accepted his qualifying offer from the Mets. He's staying there for some stupid reason. Well, it's not a stupid reason to stay with the Mets anymore, dude.
Right.
The Mets, dude, they're looking.
And he's getting paid, so. Yeah,
they're looking good.
They're looking up.
good.
So, a lot of people are like, all right, he's willing to spend, owns a team now, so he's going to start meddling, right? He's going to start making decisions. No. Quote number 3. I played Little League once. That's about it. I'm going to let the professionals, Sandy and the people we bring in, let them run baseball. I love this quote.
Like he just, I love that.
I love this
really
quote.
love that. He's not like George Steinbrenner,
Right.
where he has hands on everything.
George, where's my calzone?
Costanza, where's my calzone? It's like,
My calzone.
Nice to meet you. Well, Mr. Steinbrenner, I wish I could say the same.
Buhner?
What the hell?
What were you thinking?
Like he just that was probably the funniest scene in the history of that show. Gotta be honest, dude.
Agree.
It's like the Jay Buhner,
Right.
with the because he just found out, to them George Costanza's dead, and like that, and the current knowledge, just like his mom sitting there crying, and then you could see.
He was so young. How could this have happened?
Well, he'd been logging some pretty heavy hours. First one in the morning, last one to leave at night. That kid was a human dynamo.
Are you sure you're talking about George?
You are Mr. and Mrs. Costanza.
What the hell did you trade Jay Buhner for? He had 30 home runs and over 100 RBIs last year. He's got a rocket for an arm. You don't know what the hell you're doing.
Oh, Keener was a good prospect, no question about it. But my baseball people loved Ken Phelps back. They kept saying, Ken Phelps.
Jay Buhner. Larry David as George Costanza, everybody.
Steinbrenner.
And
and the funny thing, you couldn't see it visually, but like you could see the entire scene. Jerry Stiller is just seething.
Yes.
He's just like,
Yeah, which makes it even funnier.
because
Or he's trying not to laugh.
He's not thinking about his son dying. He's thinking about.
Hey, man, he's a Yankee fan. He's a fan.
Well, don't get me
He is
wrong.
a
If I
Yankee
found
fan.
out that my dad died and he was
Sure.
part of Yankee ownership,
Right.
I probably wouldn't have reacted like that. But I probably would have been sitting there. I'm
Hold
like,
on.
yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's say a member of your family dies. It doesn't have to be your dad. Close member of your family dies, and worked for the Yankees.
Brian Cashman
And
comes
Cashman
to my
comes
house
down,
to tell
and
me.
and he doesn't sign LeMahieu. You got to say something.
Yeah, I say something.
You got
I'm
to
like-
say something.
I'm like, okay, your organization is the one that killed so and so in my family, so I'm gonna give you some sense.
Yeah, you're telling me you have him right there. You don't. You got to say
Like
something.
I'm like, okay,
you got to say something.
okay. I know this might be. I know this might be Mr. Steinbrenner's fault.
Right.
But what the hell were you thinking?
Right.
When this fan base said whatever he wants, did we stutter?
Yes.
And then, wow, that did I stutter?
MVP candidate.
I said
game changer.
whatever. When we said whatever the hell he wants, we meant whatever the hell he wants.
Absolutely. Okay, that's my analogy there. I'm sure you say something.
Oh, of course. It's like I remember I went to this just a journalism camp a couple years ago. I was 14. Talked with some it was at Monmouth University. It was talked to some good guys. I talked to the Pittsburgh version of Mike Francesa. I don't know if you know his name, but I've seen him on Twitter a lot. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's big and famous. And like, at least in the Pittsburgh area, dude, Pittsburgh sports radio host, that is big. And, one of the people, I talked to the head coach of Monmouth football. He's been there for like 30 years.
Yep.
He's been the only coach in franchise history. Which Monmouth football, it sucks that they didn't play this year. They won their conference last year.
Yeah.
And they won their first NCAA playoff game. Stuff was looking on the up and up, and
And then this happened.
yeah. One thing I was dreaming is that we did interviews. We did press conferences with some of the people there. Even I talked with the old head coach of Monmouth basketball, and they made the NCAA tournament a couple times. So the one thing I was dreaming of was that Ben McAdoo was going to be one of the interviewees. I would have just been like, everyone, if you could leave, please. Like, I would have just stayed behind and then just gotten in his face, all Bill Cowher style, and been like, you son of a, you mother. I'm like, oh, well, okay, what the hell are you thinking? I'd like to get into your brain. What's in your mind? Think of me as your therapist.
Right.
Now think of the Joker as your therapist, because if you don't say the right thing, I'm going to yell at you, I'm going to spit in your face, because you... Okay, now I'm getting too into the act.
It's good, though.
Anyway, it's just...
That was good.
Oh, dude, one of my biggest dreams is to just have every single bad coach and executive of, like, Jerry Reese, Dave Gettleman. Oh my God, Dave Gettleman.
Dave, you've got things to say to Dave.
Well, Dave Gettleman,
For sure.
he is just, he's certainly a guy.
Well, may one day, one day we'll be able to call him up. Like, dude, one day.
Dude,
we'll get
just
it out
like,
there.
what the hell were you thinking?
Yeah. So.
It'd be like interviewing Jeffrey Dahmer.
What?
Oh, yeah, I went there.
It's pretty crazy analogy.
Okay, OJ. OJ, a little more civilized.
Okay, sure.
A little more civilized. He only did...
You talk to OJ on Twitter, man. He's on
I
there.
don't follow him on Twitter.
You don't? I do.
Dude, well, the thing is, like, I'm a brand Twitter. Like, you're just you.
Right. I gotta say what OJ's got to say about things.
Hello, Twitter world. It's
Yeah,
me,
he posts a lot of
yours truly.
videos. He shoots a lot of selfie videos.
Hello, Twitter world. It's me, yours truly. Now, this is what I've been hearing about the Buffalo Bills. They're a pretty good football team. I remember the last time they were this good. That was when I was the running back over there. And knowing the 1990s, they were pretty good too.
Listen, if the glove does not fit, you must acquit.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, at least
I
none
can't
of these,
believe there were like people that actually thought he was innocent.
there were a lot of people. Yeah, they were behind him. They wanted the old OJ, but
Yeah, like they wanted OJ.
they did.
OJ.
Well, I mean, OJ may have killed somebody, but at least he didn't get caught driving drunk, which is what happened to Tony La Russa, your new manager of the Chicago White Sox. I don't know where this story is going to go, but for anybody who didn't hear it, Tony La Russa hired as the new manager of Chicago, the up-and-coming Chicago White Sox, a couple of days ago. Then it was discovered that he got a DUI the day before he got hired. So obviously the White Sox knew about this, and they're like,
It's like, Tony La Russa will sell tickets. If it breaks, it breaks.
And he's a good manager. He's up there, though, man. He's 76.
Dude,
Like that,
76. I gotta say, it's not really the guy you hire for a young team, but
unless
Tony La Russa
you want
will-
that guy to I remember having sports coaches that all they did was yell at me. And did I play better? Not really, but I didn't want to screw up, though.
yeah.
Maybe that's what the White Sox need, is that coach, that old school coach that drinks during games.
like Tom Hanks in a league of their
Yes,
own.
exactly.
Like just sitting there, just
Yeah, spitting tobacco
Yeah.
and managing old school. I know it's a new game.
There's no crying.
No crying.
There's no crying in
no
baseball.
crying in Chicago. Yeah, they have a good team.
Yeah, they got a
got a
really
great
good
team.
young team. They screwed the pooch against the A's, but
They did,
well,
They did.
They're good.
but Tony La Russa, proven champion.
Yeah, that's the big thing he's proven.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think about that grind of I'm going to assume that there's going to be a 162 game season in
Yes.
2021. That grind, listen, man. I'm here at the studio, but sometimes I got laid down, man. I get tired. I'm not 76. I don't know, man. Does he still have the fire?
Dude,
Does
he's
he
Tony La
still have the
Russa.
stamina?
He's Tony La Russa.
Does he need alcohol to keep going every day? I don't know.
Dude.
Does he have a problem?
Get
This is not the first time he's
Get-
getting caught.
get
Does he have a problem?
if
This is the second time he's been caught.
dude,
Yes.
if he's a good manager,
Okay.
if anything, get him more booze. Get him more booze.
Okay.
If
And
the booze is what makes him good, get him more booze.
so, all right, get him more booze. Okay, if that helps him, and get him an unlimited Uber budget.
yes.
Do not sit behind do not get behind the wheel. Have someone else drive him around.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's it's not illegal to be drunk. It's just illegal for whatever you do while you're drunk. Yeah, maybe he does manage better on the sauce. We don't like. We'll soon. I don't know what's gonna happen though. I guess. I mean I haven't seen an outcry, but like, oh, you should fire him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, but wait. Speaking of which, the Red Sox have got their manager back.
Oh, for the
The
love
Alex
of God!
Cora, what?
Oh,
what do
they
you-
thought
what do you-
they
what do you-
were so slick.
What do you have to say about this?
They thought they were slick. They thought they were gonna squeak him in there. Because it's no coincidence that they hired him last week.
Right.
As of November, I don't know when, but November, like, I think last Thursday. Like, last Thursday, I think they hired him.
Right.
Hey, they really, really, really thought they were slick. They thought they were gonna squeak by.
They were not slick.
Because last week, it was Thursday, everyone was going crazy, everyone was
Yeah,
watching
the election.
everyone was
and-
watching the election, everyone was seeing, like 10 votes, everyone loses their shit. The Boston Red Sox thought they could just squeak. They could
Right.
just squeak through. They thought they could rehire Alex Cora, a guy who was, I'd like to say, probably the Boba Fett behind the, like the Boba Fett of the cheating scandal in Houston.
Definitely one of the orchestrators. Definitely
Like,
one of the ringleaders.
he wasn't the main guy, but,
No, but
you
he
know
was
what I
one
mean.
of them.
Like
Sure.
he was, or the Count Dooku.
The Count Dooku.
Yeah, it
yes.
was the Count
That's
Dooku
good. That's
of
a good
the.
analogy. Yeah, he wasn't Snoke or
Okay.
the Emperor.
Okay,
but-
Snoke doesn't count. Well, Snoke technically wasn't a person. Technically, oh God, I'm getting started. Technically, Snoke wasn't a person. That was just the Emperor. That was just the Emperor. Because you saw in Rise of Skywalker, there was a
did.
vat full of them.
Yes, ones that didn't work out
Like
so well. Yes.
there was a vat full of Snokes.
Yes.
A bunch of Sith vat,
Right.
and it was technically, it wasn't Snoke. It was technically the Emperor.
Right.
Technically, it was the Emperor. Just saying. Just saying. One day we're gonna rip on that for a whole hour and a half.
Yeah.
One day we're gonna do that. I don't know when that
So-
day will come, but one day, eventually.
Yeah. Well, he apologized.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's-
As he polishes the ring, as
Right.
he's polishing
2018,
the
right?
ring.
Yes. But
Oh, dude, burn your dude. Take your world. Okay, if you're really sorry, take your World Series ring, bring it up to Mount Doom, and throw it in there. Throw it in the Mount Doom.
But is this what baseball's come to? We got one manager's a drunk, the other one's a cheater. And who knows what else we got out there? But is this what it's coming down to? Is this a good example for the children?
Hell no. Hell no. It's all for children growing up in the 2010s. I mean, they haven't heard a lot of good about a lot of things. They grew up with Bountygate and Deflategate. The thing is, I'm cynical.
Right.
I am cynical because I grew up with the internet. All I saw was a bunch of opinions of people jaded about society as a whole. I swear to God, I thought everyone was the Joker. So yeah, I didn't get a good example.
Yeah, and for some reason
Apologize.
the Red Sox do well next year, maybe even win the World Series, I think all will be kind of forgotten. If the White Sox win the World Series under La Russa, nobody cares about that DUI anymore.
Sports fans keep grudges.
Until
They,
their teams win,
Yeah, they keep grudges.
they don't care
If the
anymore.
Red Sox win, everyone's gonna accuse Cora of cheating. Everyone's gonna accuse it of happening.
Sure, with no evidence though, and he can't get caught. He can't cheat. So, yeah.
They'll figure
But that
something.
cheat-
they'll-
what that
they'll-
was
They'll
not.
figure something out.
That's a slap on the wrist, man, and a slap in the face.
It was planned, dude. Ron Reinecke was
Yeah.
just a placeholder.
Sure, yeah, of course. But all right, well, I just wanted to get your opinion on that. I don't know if you saw that most of the awards were handed out. Manager of the year was the latest one. So Kevin Cash, no shock there.
But, okay, Kevin Cash was outmanaged by Dave Roberts. I don't want to hear anything about Kevin Cash being a genius.
And
Donnie Baseball, however,
Yes.
I do like that.
Okay.
I do like
I mean,
Mattingly.
the Marlins came out of nowhere, lost half their team for a couple games, and still pulled it out.
Half their team?
It was maybe it was more. Yeah.
Yeah,
They had that whole week where they lost a ton of players due to COVID. So, I mean, 60 games, short, but yeah, I guess you gotta give it to Mattingly though.
Yeah, of course. I do like Donnie.
Yeah.
And, of course, as a Yankee fan, I'll always have a soft spot for him. I thought the Yankees should have gone after Don Mattingly.
Oh yeah.
Like in the offseason when they fired Joe Girardi, I'm like, Don Mattingly, that would be funny. And now Mattingly is unironically a better manager than Aaron Boone.
You know what? I would support that because that man deserves a ring.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
That man deserves a ring.
In pinstripes.
In pinstripes, yes. One of my favorite players of the Yankees, but I got nothing but love for Don Mattingly. I think guy played the game the right way.
He had a mustache and a mullet.
He did.
He was barely squeaking under the nose hairs. No, he was swinging on the nose hairs of George Steinbrenner.
Yes. Yeah.
The hair.
Yep. Yeah. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. So,
Because Thurman Munson just had a handlebar, and he was like, "What? Steinbrenner's got a problem with that? Screw you."
yeah. And first postseason appearance in 17 years. So I hope they're able to keep this up.
I do like the Marlins.
Who knows, man? Who
Even though one of the most notable fans on Twitter is a degenerate, but
who knows? Who knows? I'm scrolling through the Silver Sluggers here.
DJ
yeah.
LeMahieu.
DJ LeMahieu, second base, American League. No shock there. At 364 average, 421 on base percentage, 1.011 OPS. Yeah. These are stats you dream of.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Fernando Tatis, no shock there. Manny, no shock there. Mike Trout, no shock there. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. Gold Glove Award winners. I don't know.
Okay. I'd like to go to the third base. Real quick because I am a little puzzled.
We will go to third base. Isaiah Kenner Falefa, Texas Rangers, and Nolan Arenado.
Who the hell is
Isaiah
Kenner Falefa? Who the hell is that guy? And he's probably not better than Gio Urshela.
Let's see. 25-year-old ranked him on StatCast's top 10 infield defenders by its outs above average metric. So, I don't know if they just put in a bunch of numbers and pick these guys up. Exactly. Yeah,
if we're talking about defensive metrics, then Aaron Judge should have been a Gold Glover for like 3 years in a row.
Sure.
Aaron Judge should have been a Gold Glover in the last 3 years if we're finally judging by metrics now.
Right.
Alex Gordon in his last year.
Good player, but retiring, wins a Gold Glove for left field, and let's see if there's anybody else. No, Joey Gallo.
That's shocking.
Yeah, Mookie Betts, that well deserved.
Okay, Mookie Betts
Come on,
is just
man, that guy's inhuman.
The Mookie Betts is a spider monkey.
Yes, he really is. Robbing homers and just making really, really great catches. So
wow, Gary Sanchez didn't win catcher.
He did not.
What?
Roberto Perez, Cleveland Indians, everybody, and Max Fried, I know, winner for pitcher.
Yeah.
So Cy Young.
Cy Young. This is a.
Let's look at over here. Justin Shane Bieber.
Okay, well, let's not even try to talk about the AL. Dude, Shane Bieber won the Triple Crown.
He did.
Yes. And granted, even though he did get rocked by the Yankees and
he did. Yeah, I mean, Kenta Maeda and the Twins, and then Hyun-Jin Ryu, Toronto Blue Jays.
Hyun-Jin Ryu, he's still going.
He's still going, man. That was a good signing for the Blue Jays. NL is where it gets a little more interesting. Trevor Bauer,
Trevor Bauer, Yu
Great, but
Darvish,
you
and
ju- you-
Jacob DeGrom.
much closer in the NL. I mean, it's probably gonna go to Trevor Bauer, but I think Yu Darvish made a pretty good case this year.
Like Yu Darvish made a really good case. Jacob DeGrom,
And
per
DeGrom.
usual. I think DeGrom's not gonna get it this year simply because they're like, dude, we can't give it to him 3 years in a row.
Right. Yeah. So that's what the rate. Yeah, it's down to those two, and
I gotta give it to Bauer.
yeah.
He was inhuman.
Yes. And so we go to the MVP race here.
There
Which,
is. Okay, and now let's just get it out of the way. Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, that's it.
Freddie Freeman.
He's he's pretty great.
Freddie
pretty
Freeman. Let's
great.
just get out of the way. NL
Right.
shouldn't even be a conversation.
Right. AL, Abreu,
What's that?
LeMahieu,
AL, okay, it's
Ramirez, Mike
Abreu.
Trout, Shane Bieber. I mean, LeMahieu.
Dude, this is my Yankee, but I was talking totally about DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah.
Come on, man. He was the best hitter arguably the best hitter in baseball all year.
I agree.
And we're talking about value. DJ LeMahieu, when DJ LeMahieu was off the field, the Yankees looked lost.
Yes.
Absolutely
So
lost.
that's the definition of most valuable player.
Yes, he looked. It was the reason Taylor Hall won the Hart
Right.
in 2018.
Yeah. Freddie Freeman. Yeah,
It's got to be Freeman.
Mookie's got a case, and then you got Manny and Fernando Tatis Jr. But yeah, but if we're talking by the definition of those three words, most valuable player, yes, you gotta give it to Freddie Freeman.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah. So we'll see. Kind of weird. Still,
It's a
even with
travesty that Juan Soto wasn't even a finalist.
Yeah.
But okay. Juan Soto's baseball reference page is something that you gotta see
Okay.
to believe. Juan.
I am gonna look that up while you do the same. We're looking up the same stats.
We're looking at Juan Soto's baseball reference
we are.
page.
Okay.
That's not even counting the home runs. Is it? Like that? This isn't even counting the home runs.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto. He hit 351.
He did.
Now, normally, that's insane.
In 2020, especially, yes.
He he slugged 695.
Yes.
That's also ridiculous.
Yes. That.
But holy shit, the on base percentage.
490. He got on base half the time he got up.
490. Half the time. Damn near half the time he
Right,
was
that's-
getting on base.
That's ungodly.
How is this guy not even a finalist for MVP?
I don't know.
And the 13 home runs, that's good for a 60 game season. I had 47 games,
Yep.
13 home runs.
Yeah, it's real
And
good.
a 162 game sample, that's something like 35.
Yeah, it's 154 at bats. That's almost 10%. So that's pretty dang good.
Dude,
man.
that is stupid.
Yes. Well,
That is beyond stupid.
I can't.
Those stats.
I can't explain it. Although
How is he not up for MVP?
it's pretty crowded.
Like how?
Pretty
how?
crowded class, though.
How did Fernando Tatis Jr. get more votes?
Because he's Fernando
So,
Tatis Jr.
why? Oh yeah. Oh.
'Cause he's Fernando
yeah.
Tatis
Yeah.
Jr.
He ran a red light on a 3-0 count. Yeah. Yeah. He ran a red light on a 3-0 count. Yeah. What a rebel. What a rebel. He should be up for Juan Soto. Yeah. He gets on base half the time, but can he bat flip?
Nah. Well,
Please.
I mean that may have helped his cause. But yeah.
Fernando Tatis Jr. was nothing more than a name this year. Also, he was damn good. Like he's a damn good. He's a damn good ball player.
Give him a little
but
credit.
He's not Juan Soto.
Give him a little
Juan
credit.
Soto, in my opinion, is like the fourth best, like the third or fourth best player in baseball.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, that more or less wraps up the the season. More or less wraps up the season, and start paying attention to the hot stove news now. And yes,
The baseball market moves slowly, and it's gonna move.
For your sake, I hope
slower.
we start hearing some news about some ground being made on the DJ LeMahieu front. For your sake.
Please God.
And and I hope he doesn't go to the Mets. So.
I swear to God.
Yeah, the Mets gotta sign JT Realmuto. They might as well and grab Trevor Bauer while you're at it. Yeah, you got the money. It's only money. Like
To Steve Cohen, it's only money.
Like you said, he's not here to make money. So
Yeah, he's here to spend it
yeah, exactly.
and win baseball games.
All right, you got anything else?
Let's see what else is on the tweet twat front. Oh, we got the mailbag this week.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Oh, whoa.
I completely
Whoa.
forgot
Well,
about
let's-
the mailbag.
Let's read the mailbag.
All right, we don't have a lot.
That's fine.
A lot, not too much, but we do have a little bit. We have 3 questions.
Okay.
One of them from Dr. Salt.
Dr. Salt.
Thoughts on Alex Smith? We said this before. I think he played well, but made too many mistakes. And thoughts on the officiating of the Cowboys-Steelers game. I didn't watch, but I knew there was a lot of ref ball in that. At least I heard. Again, this is coming from a Cowboys fan,
Yes.
so take it with a little grain of salt.
Yeah, Dr. Salt.
But I heard there was a little bit of ref ball roughing the passer, and it was. Some people are saying it was what won the Steelers the game. Some people are saying that it was perfect climb, but again,
What are you gonna do, man? It's the Steelers' year right now. What are you
Yeah.
gonna do when you're playing 8-0
I did
ball?
say the Steelers did luck
Sure.
away with that win.
Oh yeah.
I will say Steelers did luck away with that win,
1000%.
and probably the officiating had something to do with it. And yeah, thanks for a question, Dr. Stahl, coming in every
Yes.
week.
Yeah.
Great
appreciate
stuff.
it.
All right, here's from Link. Oh God, again with the NASCAR.
The man loves NASCAR.
Talk about the NASCAR playoff format and why it sucks. This I actually agree with. the NASCAR playoff format. You'd think in NASCAR it was a race for points. Whoever got the most points was crowned champion at the end of the year.
Yes, like Mario Kart.
Well, yeah, just like Mario
Like
Kart.
Mario Kart.
For some reason, they changed it.
Okay.
For some reason, okay. They have 16. They have 16 drivers.
Right.
And then it's I think
12.
it's
12. Yes. It's like the
like goes 16, 12, 8, 4. Okay.
and then a champion. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're trying to narrow. They're trying to make it more exciting, I guess, by narrowing it down.
Well, dude, but
the ultimate.
Dude, it sucks. Dude, why? Dude, it's racing. Just let them race, and whoever has the most points
Yeah.
at the end of the year wins.
Makes sense to me.
If they clinch, a little bit of the way through a wall, but yeah, tough shit.
Yeah.
dude.
That they were the better driver. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of this either. But I guess they're just trying to create excitement down to the end.
I tell you, dude, you ask someone who lives in like Alabama what they think about the NASCAR playoff format. You'd probably get a lot more mad than me because
Right. This looks like the Karate Kid board, where
yes,
yeah,
it
right.
looks like the
Somebody's been
Karate
watching
Kid
too much
board.
Karate Kid. So all right, I'm in full agreement with you. Nothing was. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But
Yes. Dude, why even change what NASCAR was in the early
thank you, Link.
2000s?
Excellent question. And what's the third one?
All right, the third one is romantic. Thoughts on Tua and the Dolphins?
Oh,
I gotta say, dude, the Dolphins came away with a big
they
win
did.
against the Arizona Cardinals, who have been playing some good football lately. Or not lately, but they've been playing good football all year. And, dude, the Dolphins, Tua, second career start. actually
Not bad.
put up some flash.
check out the stats
this time.
here.
Tua, 20 for 28, 248 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 picks, and he threw a game winner.
Yeah.
And he has been playing very well. I do like the Dolphins this year. I'm a big fan of what they're doing. Tua, I've always liked Tua. He's been playing really well so far. I still think he hasn't hit his complete stride yet. But
No, but I mean, how many games has he played?
yeah, he hasn't played a lot.
Yeah. Give him a little
He's played
time.
in 2 games, but I'll wait for him to kind of gel into there, and then we'll see about what happens there, and then we're gonna see about Tua. But I do think that the Dolphins do have a pretty solid team. I think Brian Flores is doing a great job. That it shows that little run at the end of last year wasn't a fluke.
Yeah.
And
for
they're in a
sure.
very good position for the future because they have the Texans' first-round draft pick. And if you want to look at the Texans, I'm going to take a look at that. Oh, my God, it's a dumpster fire.
Yeah. So
The Texans, the Dolphins, they got their first this year.
they did.
We'll say it. I am very confident if I am a Dolphins fan or a Dolphins
Made
player.
a good pick.
It's a Tagovailoa. Looks like he's going to be a good quarterback.
Yep. Protect him. Protect him.
Yes, for the love of
God,
God.
love of God, protect that man. So.
Get some protection. Get an offensive line.
Yes, for sure. Words to live by. Awesome.
All right.
Great questions. Thank you. Keep them coming, everybody. We like answering them. We like giving our expert opinions and answers to these questions. So thank you.
Oh, no, some great news from the Orioles side. Orioles first baseman / outfielder is from a Bleacher Report.
Yeah.
Trey Mancini is preparing to be ready for spring training
Thank God.
after his blood work showed no tumor DNA.
Wow.
This is as of 12:23 p.m. today. Really great stuff.
The man has fought hard, and yeah, I mean, my best to him. Yeah, he's bar none the best player on the Orioles right now. Come on, man. Guy hit.
Ryan Mountcastle.
Hey, man, now we get both of them. Hey, watch out, Yankees.
The
Watch out,
Orioles.
Bronx. Watch out, man. Watch out, Pinstripes. We're coming for you,
Just
man.
Get some pitching.
Coming for you.
I will say it's going to
We'll
be
have our
fun
own
seeing-
murderer's row soon, man.
I'd like the Orioles to be good.
Yeah.
I would like the Orioles if
Well, we certainly have more to talk about.
if they were
than,
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I remember that series? Like that series where the Yankees ended up sweeping in 4 games.
I
but,
remember, but
But I remember we're sitting there, we were texting
Yep.
each other, like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
could go
Like,
either. Could
we're
go
like,
the other
oh my
way.
God,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is the biggest series that we've seen the Yankees and Orioles play
Yep.
ever since we've done the show. And it's like, oh my God, this has playoff implications. Oh my God,
Yeah,
whoever
yeah,
loses
yeah,
a
yeah.
series is screwed.
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, the Yankees
Yeah.
sweep the doubleheader. Garrett Cole throws a complete game shutout.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Well, it was 7 innings, but
Yeah, 7 8. It's still a complete game. Still a shutout.
fair enough.
He had a no-hitter going into, like, the 5th.
I know.
That game.
I know. Well, yeah, I think Trey's taking some soft tosses right now. He will be ready for spring training. I hope everything works out for him. And
Absolutely. You
yeah.
gotta hope everything
thank you for
works
that
out
that
for him.
positive news to go out on. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Cool.
Also, okay, we gotta talk about the Devils. What's the thing that they just posted on Instagram and Twitter?
What did they just post?
Look it up.
I will.
Look it up.
Oops, I spelled Devils wrong. It would no stop. Stop.
Okay, look at the first right there.
Yes, continue as me. Come on, expand the. I want to see this. Oh no way! All right, so I guess
The Devils are getting
reverse retro.
a new uniform.
Reverse retro. All right,
That is
that's pretty cool.
no, I hate it. Dude, it's green. Nobody wants green. We want the black jerseys.
We do want the black jerseys. They work for the
This
Jets.
fan base has been screaming for black jerseys, and you almost got it. You almost got it.
All of the comments say wear the black jerseys.
Yes,
All of them.
no. You gotta look at my comment. It's up. It's on there somewhere.
Throughout the
Throughout the sea of.
I'll have to find it, but
No, you gotta look at the. Wait. Okay. Scroll down a little bit. There can't be that many comments. Press the plus.
There we go. All right, I'm still looking. There's a lot of comments here. I do want to just say what your comment was. I'll try to find it. It's way down here. I think there. Oh wait, there we go.
There it is.
Oh God, that's horrible.
Yes, dude, it is.
You know what? This is like a vector animation. I need to see them in person. I'm
Dude,
all
but
for.
you can even-
Listen. I want the black jersey. But I'm all for. I like.
But dude, what about a Colorado Rockies tribute?
That would be cool too. Or Kansas City Scouts. That would be
Kansas
cool,
City
too.
Scouts. Colorado Rockies would be cool. Kansas City Scouts would be badass.
Right.
That'd be like, okay, thing is, like they're trying to do like the red and green thing that they do on the Christmas jerseys. Think about the Christmas jerseys.
These are not.
It's like the thing about the Christmas jerseys is that they're cheesy.
Right.
They're bad. They're really bad. But they have a charm to them.
Right.
They're so bad that
But
they're
the reverse
good.
retro.
The reverse retros are just so bad, but there's no nostalgia
see-
attached to them.
I gotta see these in person. I mean, they're a little callback to the old school 80s jerseys.
It just don't
All right.
even.
Well, these have been universally panned, so maybe they'll listen and just put out the black one.
Oh, please. You think Josh Harris has anything to do with the Devils? You think he's going to do anything?
Yeah. All right, I'm a retro guy though, so
Oh, no, I do like I like the red and green jerseys.
actually, I have a
They're
retro jersey that they gave out on St. Patrick's Day many years ago. I gotta find that and hang
the
it
St. Patty's Day
Yeah,
jerseys.
I got-
Those are the. That's funny.
I gotta hang it.
Anyways,
All right.
all right. From Ming Chen and a Shared Universe podcast studio. I'm Cameron Woolley. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, follow me on Twitter. Tell all your friends, share. And as always, stay classy, New Jersey.